Just left the meet. Yeah, so I will just share that screen. Okay, this is from a website. Okay, so you can say choose the correct synonym for the italicized word. He will make a capital workman, and the italicized word is capital. Okay, and the options here are wealth, excellent, profitable, and head. And the answer is head. So let us see what is the reason. If they have given the reason, then that would be fine. No, the answer alone is given, reason is not given. Capital means here they mean head. So அப்படி பார்க்கும்போது நமக்கு வந்து ஹெட்ங்கிற ஆப்ஷன் இல்லை. We only had notable, profitable and notable, excellent and profitable. So I would go for the second option, excellent. Because head means someone who can do the best or someone who can excel in his work, be it any work, or even if he has invested in a business, if he had started a new venture, becoming the head nothing means nothing but being an excellent person in it, excelling in that work. All right, so that is what I could say. For more clarification, you can just go through ChatGPT. Okay, so that let us see what ChatGPT has to say. Okay, is it clear, Soundarya?
Yes, ma'am.
All
Thank
right,
you, ma'am.
welcome. Hey, students, good evening. So today we are going to just have a recap of what we had studied in the last class. Okay, actually for Kerala students, we completed adverbs on last Sunday. Okay, but it's okay. This topic will be a kind of revision for both Kerala as well as TN students. Okay, so in the last class we discussed the fifth part of speech, adverbs. I always repeat the sentence, adverbs is the fifth part of speech. Why? Because I want you to register it in your mind. Parts of speech are totally how many in number?
8.
Okay, so out of 8 parts of speech, I would always call adverbs as the fifth part. The reason is simple. First of all, most of the textbooks follow this order. And the second thing is, even if you are a new person to study grammar, or if you are a new grammar learner, definitely you will study in this order only. That is, starting from nouns, then you will move on to pronouns, followed by verbs, then adjectives, and then adverbs. Adjectives and adverbs will come together in most of the syllabus. Okay, so you can see nouns and pronouns will come first in the first and second places. Later, verb. Okay, and only after verb you will be moving on to adjectives followed by adverbs. Okay, so once we complete adverbs, it is like crossing half of the bridge. So after this, you only have three more parts of speech to complete: prepositions, conjunctions, and interjections. And in that too, interjections is a very simple topic that we can just complete in around 30 minutes. Okay, interjections is nothing but explanations. Okay, exclamatory words are called interjections and they consume only half an hour to be completed. Okay, ഞാൻ എത്ര ഡീറ്റെയിൽഡ് ആയിട്ട് എടുത്താലും എത്ര സിമ്പിൾ ആയിട്ട് എടുത്താലും maximum 30 minutes, not more than that is needed for that topic. Okay, so the major parts of speech remaining are prepositions and conjunctions. അവർ വന്നിട്ട് കുറച്ച് long ആണ്. I agree. Because prepositions can be completed only in 2 to 3 classes. Same is the case with conjunctions also, because we are not only uh, going through the lessons, we are not only learning the theories, but we have also started working it out practically through different activities, right? അതുകൊണ്ട് നമുക്ക് prepositions and conjunctions ഒരു 6 weeks total, in total 6 weeks എടുക്കും. Okay, 6 classes. Okay, so today we will be completing adverbs, and I would also like to just share a few important points related to adverbs and adjectives. All right, and in the last 15 minutes we will be looking at syllabification also. Okay, fine. So what are adverbs? Anyone? You can raise your hands and tell. Let me check first with Kerala students. Okay, if none of them is answering, then I will come back to Soundarya or Kanipriya. Okay, so we have 5 students. Yes, okay. So anyone, what are adverbs? Kanipriya is not there. Okay. എന്താണ് adverbs? നിങ്ങൾക്ക് എങ്ങനെ മലയാളത്തിൽ ഡെഫിനിഷൻ പറഞ്ഞാലും മതി, നോ പ്രോബ്ലം. Adverbs എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ എന്താണ്? Guys, we have 3 people here.
Yes, I can.
Yes, Adina. Yeah.
An adverb tells more about an adjective in a sentence.
That is one of the properties. What is the main function of an adverb? ഒരു adverbന്റെ main use എന്താണ്? Adjectivesനെ കുറിച്ച് കൂടുതൽ പറയുന്നുള്ളത് 3 properties ഉണ്ട് adverbsന്. അതിൽ second one ആണ് ആദ്യം പറഞ്ഞത് ഇപ്പോൾ. So what is the main use? First use of an adverb? You may know it. കാരണം adjectivesനെ describe ചെയ്യുന്നു പറയുന്നുണ്ടെങ്കിൽ തീർച്ചയായിട്ടും first one you must know. I believe you know it. Okay, anyone else? Ishan?
മിസ്സേ ഞാൻ കഴിഞ്ഞ ക്ലാസ്സിൽ ഉണ്ടായില്ല.
It's okay. You are in which class?
9th.
So what are adverbs? 9th standard.
ഡെഫിനേഷൻ പറയാൻ കിട്ടൂല.
കിട്ടൂല, അറിയുന്നത് പറയൂ. Adverbs എന്നുള്ളത് പാട്ടൊക്കെ ടീച്ചർ കേട്ടിട്ടുണ്ടോ?
കേട്ടിട്ടുണ്ട്.
Okay, എന്തായിരിക്കും അപ്പോ? Just guess. Give a guess. You are not going to lose anything, no? You are not investing.
വെറുപ്പിനെ വിശേഷിപ്പിക്കണ.
Verbനെ?
വിശേഷിപ്പിക്കണ.
Excellent. Okay, so adverbs are words that can describe verbs. Verbsനെ describe ചെയ്യുന്ന wordsനെയാണ് adverbs എന്ന് പറയുന്നത്. Okay, that is the main function of an adverb. But apart from that, adverbsന് 2 qualities കൂടെ ഉണ്ട്. അതിൽ ഒന്ന്, it was given by Adina. Adverbs can describe adjectives. Okay, so adverbs can describe verbs, then they can also describe adjectives, and ഒരു ഫംഗ്ഷനും കൂടെ ഉണ്ട്. Can someone else tell that? That is the most interesting aspect of adverbs. I will give an example. Try to say that. She sings so melodiously. She sings so melodiously. So identify the adverb in that sentence if possible.
So,
So, okay. So what about melodiously?
adjective.
That's not correct. Okay, let's see. Soundarya, what do you have to say?
Melodiously is the adverb.
Okay. So what about so?
Conjunction.
Okay. Not confusing you. Actually, there are 2 adverbs in this sentence. She sings so melodiously. Here, melodiously is the first adverb and so is the second adverb. So how come it is possible to use 2 adverbs in a single sentence? Yes, of course, it's possible. Of course, we can frame such sentences. We have formed these kinds of sentences even before that, right? For example, let me give you another instance. He runs so fast. He runs so fast. Again, you can see so and fast. Both are adverbs. So, fast will be the first adverb. How fast he is running? He is running so fast. So is the second adverb. Meaning to say that there are some sentences in which we can use 2 adverbs consecutively. So from this we can say an adverb not only describes a verb or an adjective, an adverb can even describe another adverb in a sentence. Are you getting the point?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Yes.
So adverbs are more powerful than adjectives. Adverbs are multitaskers, or we can say they are multifaceted people. ബിക്കോസ് അവർക്ക് വേർബ്സിനെയും ഡിസ്ക്രൈബ് ചെയ്യാം, അഡ്ജക്റ്റീവ്സിനെയും ഡിസ്ക്രൈബ് ചെയ്യാൻ പറ്റും, പിന്നെ ഒരാൾക്ക് ഒരു അഡ്വേർബിന് വേറൊരു അഡ്വേർബിനെയും ഡിസ്ക്രൈബ് ചെയ്യാൻ പറ്റും. സൗണ്ട്സ് ഇൻട്രസ്റ്റിംഗ്, റൈറ്റ്? So this is how we have to learn adverbs. So basically, if you ask a child, my dear, what is meant by an adverb? The answer that we can expect is the student would say, adverb is a part of speech that can describe a verb. Excellent. That is most appreciated. But once you reach higher classes, you will also have to study that an adverb can not only describe a verb, it can also describe an adjective and also other adverbs in a sentence. Got it? Okay. Believing that you understood, going down. So today we are going to learn more about adverbs. And when you see the word adverb, when you just look at that word adverb, you can get a clue from that word. So that is what we discussed earlier. That is, adverbs can describe verbs. A verb എന്ന് പറയുന്ന word ഇതിൽ included ആണ്. Adverb-ൽ ഒരു verb ഉണ്ട്. അതുകൊണ്ടാണ് we are saying that adverbs can describe verbs. ആ ഒരു word-ൽ തന്നെ you will get a clue. They are describing words. They describe verbs. Okay. Now coming down, this is the perfect definition. Those who don't know the definition of adverbs, you can please take a screenshot of this slide. An adverb is a word that modifies or describes a verb, an adjective, or another adverb in a sentence. Any doubts in this part?
No, ma'am.
Got it? Clear? എല്ലാവർക്കും clear അല്ലേ?
Yes, ma'am.
Good, good.
Yes,
Okay,
ma'am.
good. Moving down. So I told you that adverbs can describe verbs, adjectives, or other adverbs. So how will we identify an adverb? എങ്ങനെ നമുക്ക് ഒരു സെന്റൻസിൽ ഇന്ന ആളാണ് അഡ്വേർബ്, ഈ വേർഡ് ആണ് അഡ്വേർബ് എന്ന് ഹൗ വിൽ യു ഐഡന്റിഫൈ? So here is the clue for that. An adverb can tell us how, when, where, how much, and how often something happens. Okay, for example, the man runs fast. So what is the adverb in the sentence? The man runs fast. Anyone? Yeah, Soundarya.
Fast.
Fast is the adverb. Okay. So fast is describing the action that the man is doing. What is the action that the man performs, Ishan?
Runs.
Runs. Very good. So the man runs fast. Now I wish to frame a question over this sentence. Let me say, how does the man run? If I frame a question like this, how does the man run? What will be the answer?
Fast.
Fast.
He runs fast.
He runs fast or the man runs fast. So naturally that is the answer. So that adverb is the answer for this question. How does he run? Or how does the man run? The man runs fast. അപ്പോൾ how എന്നുള്ള ക്വസ്റ്റ്യനല്ലേ നമുക്ക് ഇവിടെ ആൻസർ ഫാസ്റ്റ് എന്ന് വന്നത്. So adverbs can answer the question how. Not in all the cases. ഇങ്ങനത്തെ sentences. Or let me say another example. She plays wisely. So the question will be how she plays or how does she play? How does she play?
Wisely.
Wisely. So that is the adverb of the sentence. Alright. So this is how you have to identify the adverb in a sentence. Now, will the question be always how? Sometimes it can also be when. Okay, so when is usually a question word used to show what? എന്തിനെ കാണിക്കാനാണ് when യൂസ് ചെയ്യാമെന്ന്? When the question word is used for what purpose? See, whenever you are using the word when, W-H-E-N, what is the purpose of that question word?
To ask when did something happen.
to know the time, right? It is related to time. That's it. സമയത്തിന് relate ചെയ്ത കാര്യമാണ് time. Okay. So, or when എന്ന് പറയുന്ന question word is used to show a time. But in the case of adverbs, we will not be dealing with any exact times or accurate times. അതായത് ക്ലോക്ക് ടൈം അല്ല ഇവിടെ മീൻ ചെയ്യുന്നത്. വി ഡോണ്ട് വാണ്ട് എനി ക്ലോക്ക് ടൈം ആസ് ആൻസേഴ്സ് ലൈക്ക് 5:30, 5 p.m., 5:30 a.m., 6 p.m. Not like that. Adverbs of time are like yesterday, today, tomorrow, or the day before yesterday, the day after tomorrow, or last week, last day, etc. So these are called adverbs of time. അപ്പോൾ നമുക്ക് how എന്നുള്ള ക്വസ്റ്റ്യനും adverbs can come as answer. Even for the question when, we can say we can use adverbs as answers. Next is where. Where. So the question word where is used to talk about what?
The place.
About places. Yeah. In general, we use the word where to talk about places, the different places that we come across. Okay. So now, if I ask, where did the boy fall? The boy fell on the ground. Okay, so ground is a place. But naturally, ground is a noun because it is the name of a place. So here, where in the question, the answers that we expect are here, there, then we can say far away, or we can say adjacent. So these sometimes they resonate like prepositions. Prepositions, prepositions of place and position, here, there, nearer, closer, far away, farther, then behind, between, besides, adjacent, etc. So adverbs of place are more or less equal to prepositions of place. Confused avanda, prepositions padikkumbo you will again learn these things. Okay. Next is for the question how much. How much എന്നൊരു question ചോദിച്ചാൽ, if someone asks you a question, how much? Or if you say, how much is this jacket? You are going to a textile and you're asking, excuse me, how much is this jacket? So what you're actually asking for?
What is the cost of the jacket?
Yeah, exactly. The cost or the price of that jacket. So cost, price. Then if I ask, how much money did you have with you? Or let me ask in the present tense, how much money do you have? I'm telling I have 500 rupees with me. So that 500 rupees is again a quantity. Or if I'm asking how much water is there in the jug, you can say there is only little water left in the jug. So little. So നമുക്ക് വന്നിട്ട് how much എന്ന് പറയുന്ന question, the answers always need not be an amount or a price. Okay. You can also say use quantifiers like little, then lots of, some. Okay. Or you can also use the word few, little, a little, some, lots of, etc. So quantifiers എല്ലാം adverbs തന്നെയാണ്. In one way or the other, you can say quantifiers can come as adverbs. They take 2 to 3 roles. അതാണ്. Because ഈ quantifiers ഒക്കെ തന്നെ we have studied as adjectives of quantity. Do you remember? Adjectives of quantity. Some, few, a few, little, lots of, a lot of, much more, many, etc. Right? 10 quantifiers. Yeah. So they
Yes,
also,
ma'am.
yeah, so they also take the role of adverbs. Okay. Initially, it might be confusing why the same person, the same word is coming in all the lessons, but according to the situation, it changes. Okay. Just think about the example that I always used to give. Take a favorite actor of yours. Okay. Think about 3 or 4 films he or she has acted. Just see, the original actor is someone who leads a different life. At the same time, in his movies, he would have taken different roles. Okay. So I would always give this example because my uncle used to tell this. My maternal uncle, he always like I had been learning math and science from him when I was in grade 9 and 10. Okay, he's no more like it's been only a year since he passed away. Okay, and he always used to give me some examples like in math or in some other subject, physics or chemistry. He handled math, physics, and chemistry for me. Okay, so he says like in Kerala, you all know Mohanlal is a famous actor, right? So he always says. In this film, he plays the character of what is it? Some famous character he does. Um, After 1 year, then in this movie, the next movie, he comes in some other role. So likewise, he gives some examples for numbers or something. I think when we were studying about natural numbers and whole numbers or something like that. You all know that all natural numbers are whole numbers, right? Am I correct?
Yes, ma'am.
All natural numbers are whole numbers, but whole number has one number extra. What is that number?
0.
Zero is not a natural number, it's a whole number. So likewise he tells, see, 1, 2, 3 and all, no, numbers take different forms according to the situation. Natural numbers, whole numbers, integers, then rational numbers, irrational numbers, then odd numbers, even numbers, prime numbers, composite numbers, പറയാൻ പോയാൽ ഒരുപാട് അതിലേക്ക് പോകും. Okay, so come back. Okay, so fine. So here you can see that an adverb can answer the questions like how, when, where, how much, and one last question, that is how often. ഈ how often എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ ശരിക്കും എന്താ മക്കളെ? How often? അതിന്റെ ഒരു മലയാളം ട്രാൻസ്ലേഷൻ പറയാൻ പറ്റുമോ നിങ്ങൾക്ക്? Just take it as a challenge. How often?
എപ്പോഴൊക്കെ?
എപ്പോഴൊക്കെ, വെരി ഗുഡ്. എപ്പോഴൊക്കെ അതിന് വേണ്ട നമ്മൾ ആക്ച്വലി ഒരാളുടെ ഫ്രീക്വൻസി ആണ് നമ്മൾ ചോദിക്കുന്നത്. വി ആർ ആക്ച്വലി എൻക്വയറിംഗ് ദ ഫ്രീക്വൻസി ഓഫ് എ പേഴ്സൺ ഓഫ് ഡൂയിങ് സം ആക്ഷൻ. ഫോർ എക്സാമ്പിൾ, ഹൗ ഓഫൺ ഡു യു ഗോ ടു മൂവി തിയേറ്റേഴ്സ്? Okay, if I ask this question to you all, each one will give a different answer. If you ask me, I would say nowadays I'm going to movie theaters once in 3 months, but not more than that. Okay, once in 3 months, that's it. So you can say yearly I go 3 to 4 times. Not compulsory that I would go to cinema theater every once in 3 months. Only if good film comes, I would go. 3 മാസമായി പിന്നെ സിനിമയ്ക്ക് പോകാൻ സമയമായി എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞിട്ട് ഏതെങ്കിലും പടം പോയി കാണുകയല്ല. Only if a good movie comes, I will go. Okay. So here you can see that how often എന്ന് പറയുന്ന question എപ്പോഴൊക്കെ. In Tamil we can say எப்போல்லாம். நீங்க எப்போல்லாம் மூவி தியேட்டர் போவீங்க? எத்தனை வாட்டி மூவி தியேட்டர் போங்க? எத்தனை வாட்டி is how many times? Once, twice, thrice. That's also fine. You are asking a frequency only. Okay. How many times do you take this cough syrup? Twice a day, morning and night. So twice. That's also an adverb. So how often you can give answers like once. Once means ഒരു നേരം. Twice, രണ്ട് നേരം. Thrice, മൂന്ന് നേരം. Then 4 times a day, 5 times a day, it will go like that only. Then you can use some words like എപ്പോഴും. അതിനെന്താണെന്ന് പറയാ? എപ്പോഴൊക്കെ തോന്നുന്നു അപ്പോഴൊക്കെ പോകും. ഇടയ്ക്കിടയ്ക്ക് പോകും. There is one very good word used for that. അടിക്കടി. Tamil we say അടിക്കടി. 2 words are there for that. One is frequently. Have you heard that word?
Yes, ma'am.
And the other
Yes,
one,
ma'am.
yes, there is a synonym for this word. That
Often.
often. Very good. Often, frequently, both the words mean the same. Okay. For example, I go to shopping malls very often. Or if I say I go to school frequently, I go to market frequently. Meaning to say that you go whenever you feel like. Okay. Similarly, what is the opposite for frequently?
Rarely.
Rarely. Rarely, or you can even say scarcely. That is a bit more advanced word, scarcely. And even the word barely is also an adverb. Barely means in Malayalam നമ്മൾ പറയും കഷ്ടിച്ച്. Okay, for example, I barely have 1,000 rupees with me. Meaning to say that I don't even know even if I have 1,000 rupees as a whole. Maybe it could be 900 also, or 850 or 900 or 950. So it's very challenging for me to say that I have a wholesome amount of 1,000 rupees. So barely, that is again, all these are negative words. Okay, hardly, hardly. I didn't tell that word. No. For example, how often do you go to visit your parents? I hardly visit my parents. Hardly is again this same as rarely. Hardly. Okay, so adverbs of frequency. അതിനെയാണ് how often എന്ന question ലൂടെ നമുക്ക് പറയുന്നത് adverbs of frequency. So adverbs of nature, adverbs of time, adverbs of place, adverbs of quantity, and adverbs of frequency. അതാണ് ഈ frequently, rarely, hardly, often, and then once, twice, thrice, etc. So these words all fall under the category called adverbs. Okay. So adverbs are multifaceted. You can get answers for all these questions like how, when, where, how much, and how often. And those answers will be adverbs. Clear, Ayo? Is it okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Good, good, very good. Moving down, for example, quietly is an adverb that tells us how something happens. Quietly. In the last class we discussed, there are lots of adverbs in English, and most of the adverbs are formed by adding ly to adjectives. For example, quiet plus ly is quietly. Quiet for adjective one. With that, if you are adding ly, you get quietly, which is an adverb. Okay. Similarly, let's have an example here. Let's see it in a sentence. Yes. Adi, can you read this sentence? Adinath, are you there? You can read the example. Okay. Ishan, are you
Let's
there?
see.
Yeah. Yes, Adinath. Yeah.
Let's see it in a sentence. The cat quietly follows the mouse.
Okay. So what is the adverb here?
Quietly.
Very good. Quietly is the adverb. Now, there is a fun fact or an interesting fact that you must know about adverbs. Many adverbs end with an ly, as I said, but not all adverbs. നമ്മൾ കുറേ adverbs ഇപ്പൊ ഇത്ര നേരമായിട്ട് പറഞ്ഞല്ലോ. ഇതിൽ എല്ലാ adverbsഉം ly ലാണോ ഉണ്ടാവുന്നത്? Are they all ending in ly?
No, ma'am.
For example, words like often, then so,
Fast.
fast. They are not ending in ly, no? But still they are adverbs. So it doesn't mean that ly ലുള്ള words മാത്രമേ adverbs ഉള്ളൂ. No, 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 not like that. There are even words, adverbs without ly. Okay. So now it's time to practice. Read the sentences on the next slides and find the adverbs. Ready? Let's start. Soundarya, you can read the sentence and identify the adverb. Yeah.
The girl often plays at the park. Adverb is often.
Very good. Often, some people are nowadays pronouncing it often. I don't know how they are doing like that or why they are doing like that. Okay. Even foreigners, in a few videos I have seen, they used to pronounce it often.
Yes, ma'am. In British pronunciation, they do like that.
Yeah, in the according to the British slang, they are using the pronunciation often. So what we have mostly studied or we are taught in the schools is often, and the teachers specially tell that T is silent. അവരത് എടുത്ത് പറയാറുണ്ട് T silent ആണ് ട്ടോ, they used to tell that. But still, if we are listening to new versions, sometimes we get confused whether it is often or often. Okay, so try to use the pronunciation often because that is the most accepted one. Okay, in case if your teacher tells often, then it might be because she is following the British accent. മനസ്സിലാവുന്നില്ല ക്ലിയർ അല്ലേ ഇപ്പൊ നമ്മൾ സ്കെഡ്യൂൾ എന്ന് പറയുന്ന പോലെ ഷെഡ്യൂൾ ആണ് ആക്ച്വലി ബ്രിട്ടീഷ് ഇംഗ്ലീഷ് അമേരിക്കൻ ഇംഗ്ലീഷ് പ്രകാരം അത് സ്കെഡ്യൂൾ എന്ന് അവർ പറയും ബട്ട് സ്റ്റാൻഡേർഡ് യൂസേജ് എന്ന് പറയുന്നത് ബ്രിട്ടീഷ് ഇംഗ്ലീഷ് ആണ് ബിക്കോസ് ദാറ്റ് ഇസ് ദ ഒറിജിനൽ ഇംഗ്ലീഷ് ഓക്കെ മൂവിംഗ് ഡൗൺ Ishan, you can read the example and identify the adverb.
The dog barks loudly at the cat. Adverb is loudly.
Okay, what is meant by barks?
Korakkuva.
Kurekkuva, very good. Naai kurekkiradhukku we say the word barks. The dog barks loudly at the cat. Next one. Shabna, are you ready to read the sentence?
Yes.
Hmm.
She quickly ran to her friend.
What is the adverb here?
Quickly.
Very good. Quickly. Very good. So quickly എന്ന് പറയുമ്പോൾ വേഗം fast. Okay. In this example, I would like to say another thing. Fast is a synonym for the word quickly. Right. Some students used to say or used to write fastly. Has anyone done like that? Without knowing. അറിയാണ്ട് ആരെങ്കിലും ഫാസ്റ്റ്ലി എന്ന് എപ്പോഴെങ്കിലും എഴുതിയിട്ടുണ്ടോ in your yes okay even I have written till 5th standard I am honest 5th standard വരെ ഞാനും ഫാസ്റ്റ്ലി എന്ന് എഴുതിയിട്ടുണ്ട് the reason was no one corrected it see our parents are educated they may be educated but they may not be experts in grammar right okay so also in those days grammar was not given that much importance like today so even my parents didn't know that. But in 5th standard, our class teacher was handling English. Okay, her name is Uma. And by looking at one's notebook, she said, my dear students, there is no word called fastly. It's only fast. ഒരിക്കലും ഫാസ്റ്റിന്റെ കൂടെ ly ആഡ് ചെയ്യരുത് ഓക്കെ ഇൻ കേസ് ഇഫ് യു ഹാവ് ഡൺ ദാറ്റ് പ്ലീസ് അവോയ്ഡ് ഇറ്റ് ഓക്കെ അതുപോലെ തന്നെ we will have one more example yes who can read it anyone okay Soundarya
He always eats chocolate candy. Adverb is always.
very good what is the opposite of always that is
Never.
also
No more.
never okay no more is also fine but never is the correct word okay so never എന്ന് പറയുന്നതും that's also an adverb okay if I say he never eats chocolate candy obviously the adverb will be never that is also an adverb to be considered okay got it now I will just take you to this one we already completed this in the last class okay so TN students don't worry we will go through this in the next class on next Saturday. Okay. Idile, I just want to quote some important parts. Okay. Yeah, in this part. So commonly adjectives can be changed to adverbs by adding ly. Okay. So here are a list of words. Okay. Who is willing to read this list?
Yes, I can.
Okay. We have two people. We'll do one thing. Adi first. First six Adi Vaicha. After that, Soundarya can continue. Okay.
Slow, slowly, heavy, heavily, quick, quickly, steady, steadily, frequent, frequently, rare, rarely.
Very good. Soundarya.
Bare, barely. Strong, strongly. Clear, clearly. Honest, honestly. Soft, softly. Ready, readily. Happy, happily. Easy, easily.
All right. So here you can see the adjectives that I have taken here can be changed to adverbs by adding ly. Okay. And even in a few words that end with y. While end in the words ശ്രദ്ധിക്കുക, like heavy, ready, happy, and easy. Before adding ly, you are making a change. You are changing the y to I, and then you are adding ly. ആ ഒരു ചേഞ്ചും കൂടെ മനസ്സിലാക്കുക. Okay, and here there is one word that okay, ഇതിൽ ഞാൻ കൊടുത്തിട്ടില്ല. Hard എന്നൊരു word ഉണ്ട്. Hard. Okay, I just want to give an example for that. Okay. Yeah. So Ishan, can you read the fourth sentence?
Fourth. It rained hard.
Okay. It rained hard means മഴ ശക്തമായിട്ട് പെയ്തു. It rained heavily. That's what they mean. It rained heavily. So hard is actually a describing word. So it can be considered as both adjectives as well as an adverb. Hard is both an adjective as well as an adverb. But here I'm telling that hard is an adverb. But let me give you another sentence. You have to say whether hard is an adjective or adverb in that sentence. Okay? And the sentence is the rock is hard to break. Is it an adjective or adverb in that sentence? The rock is hard to break.
Adjective.
Yes? Agreed? Shari, the rock is hard എന്ന് മാത്രം എടുക്കും. To break എന്നുള്ളത് you just leave it. The rock is hard. Is it an adjective or adverb?
Adjective.
Okay. But here I am telling it rained hard. Here hard is an adverb. So what makes the difference? In that sentence, hard is an adjective you are telling. Here it is an adverb. So how to decide whether it is an adjective or adverb? അതെനിക്ക് എങ്ങനെ അറിയാൻ പറ്റും?
When it describes a word, it becomes an adverb.
When it describes a verb, it becomes an adverb. And when it describes an adjective, it becomes a, I'm sorry, when it describes a noun, it becomes an adjective. Perfect. Very good. അതായത് ഒരേ വേർഡ് തന്നെ നമുക്ക് ഒരു സിറ്റുവേഷനിൽ അഡ്ജക്റ്റീവ് ആയിട്ടും മറ്റൊരു സിറ്റുവേഷനിൽ അഡ്വേർബ് ആയിട്ടും വന്നു. ഇതില് ഒരു സെന്റൻസിൽ ഇപ്പൊ ഹാർഡ് എന്ന് പറയുന്ന വേർഡ് വന്നു. സോ ഹൗ വിൽ യു നോ വെദർ ഇറ്റ് ഇസ് ആൻ അഡ്ജക്റ്റീവ് ഓർ അഡ്വേർബ് എന്നാണ് ഞാൻ ചോദിച്ചത്. എങ്ങനെ അറിയാൻ പറ്റും? ഒരു നൗണിനെയോ പ്രൊനൗണിനെയോ ഡിസ്ക്രൈബ് ചെയ്യാനാണ് ഹാർഡ് യൂസ് ചെയ്തിട്ടുള്ളതെങ്കിൽ നാച്ചുറലി അതൊരു അഡ്ജക്റ്റീവ് ആയിരിക്കും. അല്ലേ? അല്ലേ ഇഷാൻ, ആദി, ഷബ്ന, കറക്റ്റ് അല്ലേ?
Yes, ma'am.
എന്നാൽ ഒരു വേർബിനെ ഡിസ്ക്രൈബ് ചെയ്യാൻ ഒരു വാക്കായിട്ട് ഞാൻ ഹാർഡിനെ യൂസ് ചെയ്താൽ then it is nothing but an adverb. Okay, this is how you have to analyze and understand. Okay, ഞാൻ ഇതൊക്കെ ടീച്ചർ ഇതൊക്കെ എങ്ങനെയാ ഇത്രയും കുത്തിത്തിരിപ്പുണ്ടാക്കി പഠിക്കുന്നത് എന്ന് ചോദിച്ചു ചിലപ്പോൾ നിങ്ങൾക്ക് തോന്നിയിട്ടുണ്ടാവും. ടു ബി വെരി ഓണസ്റ്റ്, സ്കൂൾ ടൈമിൽ ഇതൊന്നും എനിക്ക് പറഞ്ഞു തന്നിട്ടില്ല എന്റെ സ്കൂൾസിൽ. വെരി വെരി ഓണസ്റ്റ്, ഞാൻ എവിടെ വേണമെങ്കിലും അത് പറയും. Only after my higher secondary, I started digging into these things. Okay, so I thought എന്റെ സ്റ്റുഡൻസ് ഇതൊക്കെ കുറച്ച് നേരത്തെ അറിയട്ടെ എന്ന് ഞാൻ വിചാരിക്കുന്നു. Alright, so take it as an interesting subject. ഇനി അതുപോലെ തന്നെ another example, okay? Sixth sentence. Shabna, can you read it?
I hardly go to school.
I hardly go to school. What does it mean, guys? Anyone? I hardly.
സ്കൂളിൽ പോണം.
That is I rarely go to school. Right. Okay. So ഹാർഡിന്റെ കൂടെ ly ചേർത്തിയപ്പോൾ ഹാർഡ്ലി കിട്ടി. Right? Just like adding ly to quick, you get quickly. With soft, you get softly. Then ready plus ly, readily. Easy plus ly, easily. Similarly, hard plus ly, hardly. But ഈ ഹാർഡ് എന്ന് പറയുന്ന വേർഡും ഹാർഡ്ലി എന്ന് പറയുന്ന വേർഡും ആർ ദേ കണക്റ്റഡ് ഇൻ എനി വേ? ജസ്റ്റ് തിങ്ക്. ഈ ഹാർഡും ഹാർഡ്ലിയും ഏതെങ്കിലും വിധത്തിൽ are they connected? I mean in the meanings.
I think no.
No connection can be found. Hard എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ ഇവിടെ it rained hard means it rained heavily എന്നുള്ള മീനിങ് ആണ്. ഇനി അതിന് അഡ്ജക്റ്റീവ് ആയിട്ട് പറയുകയാണെങ്കിൽ the rock is hard. ഒരു പാറ ഭയങ്കര കട്ടയാണ് ആ മീനിങ്. എന്നാൽ ഹാർഡ്ലി എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ it's totally different. Rarely എന്നാണ് മീനിങ്. So there is no connection between hard and hardly. Again, it is an interesting. It's an irony. It's an irony. Okay. Irony എന്താ പറയാ മലയാളത്തില്? എനിക്ക് കിട്ടുന്നില്ല ആ വേർഡ്. irony എന്താണ്? അയ്യോ നല്ലൊരു വേർഡ് എനിക്ക് ഓർമ്മ വരുന്നില്ല. വിപരീതം എന്നൊക്കെ പറയുന്ന പോലെ ഒരു anyways. അപ്പോൾ hard is not connected to hardly in any way except that you are adding ly with hard. ഹാർഡിന്റെ കൂടെ ly ചേർത്ത് hardly കിട്ടുന്നു. But hard and hardly they are totally different in their meanings. Okay. അതേപോലെ as I told you there is no word called fastly. Okay. If you look at the first sentence, the fire engine runs fast. Fast is the adverb. No word called fastly. Okay. Okay, Soundarya. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, good night. So now let us see. Here we also discussed that there are some other adverbs. Here you can just look at the words alone, like very, really, extremely, so, little. അപ്പൊ ഇതിൽ ly ഇല്ലാത്ത adverbs വരുന്നുണ്ട് അല്ലെ? Very ഉണ്ട്, so, little. ഇതെല്ലാം നമുക്ക് വീണ്ടും adverbs തന്നെയാണ്. Okay. So the news is very surprising. How the news is surprising? The news is very surprising. Nature is amazing. How the nature is amazing? Really amazing. അപ്പൊ really ആണ് അവിടുത്തെ adverb. Okay. അതുപോലെ the house is beautiful എന്ന് പറയുമ്പോൾ beautiful ഒരു adjective ആണ്. So beautiful എന്ന് പറയുമ്പോൾ so അവിടെ ഒരു adverb ആയിട്ട് മാറും. Okay. So I will just give you a task now. Okay. നമ്മൾ ഇതോടെ completed ആണ്. I will just give you one small task. Okay. നമുക്ക് ഈ words വെച്ചിട്ട് ഇതിലൊരു 10 words നമുക്ക് choose ചെയ്യാം. Okay. We have more than 10 minutes. Just form sentences using those words. Okay. If on the spot ചെയ്യാം, just take out your notebook. I will give you the words, you can note them. ഇതിൽ എല്ലാം വേണ്ട. I will just select 10 words. First one is slowly, heavily, quickly, then frequently, rarely, 5 ആയില്ലേ? ഇനി ഒരു 5 കൂടെ തരാം. Barely, strongly, clearly, honestly, the last word is happily. Okay, guys. So you have now the time is 8:53. You can take your time till 9 o'clock. 7 minutes ഉണ്ട്. Try ചെയ്ത് നോക്കാം. If you have completed before that, you can raise your hands. Okay. 9 o'clock മുമ്പ് കഴിയുകയാണെങ്കിൽ നിങ്ങൾക്ക് hands raise ചെയ്യാം. Okay. Clear അല്ലേ? ഇഷാൻ, ആദി and ഷബ്ന. Simple sentences form ചെയ്താൽ മതി. Okay. Guys, I am here and മൈക്കും ഇതൊന്ന് മ്യൂട്ടിൽ വെക്കുകയാണ്. നിങ്ങൾ കംപ്ലീറ്റ് ചെയ്താൽ you can raise your hands. Okay. If you're having any doubts, you can ask me. Are you all writing?
Yes, ma'am.
Hmm.
No.
Oh, three more minutes. Okay. സോ ഇന്ന് 3 പേരുണ്ട് അപ്പൊ അതുകൊണ്ട് ക്വിക്ക് ആയിട്ട് എല്ലാരും എല്ലാ വേർഡ്സും വായിക്കണം എന്നില്ല. ഓക്കെ, കംപ്ലീറ്റ് ചെയ്തവർക്ക് പറയാം. ഓക്കെ, Yes, have you done? Okay. So who is ready? Guys, it's 9 o'clock. Madi, ഇത്രയും time Madi. It's enough. Okay. Who is ready? ആരാണ് ready ആയിട്ടുള്ളത്? Ishan, have you completed?
No, ma'am.
Okay. How many words have you done?
4.
4? Only 4? Okay. At least 5 എങ്കിലും complete ചെയ്യൂ എല്ലാവരും.
മിസ്സേ എന്നെ ഒരാൾ വിളിച്ചേക്കണായിരുന്നു.
എന്താണ്?
ഒരു കൂട്ടുകാരൻ വിളിച്ചിട്ടുണ്ടായിരുന്നു എന്നെ.
മനസ്സിലായില്ല.
ഒരു കോള് വന്നതാണ് എനിക്ക്. ഒരു കോള് വന്നു.
കോള് വന്നു. Okay, okay. So at least complete 5. Okay. 5 എങ്കിലും complete ചെയ്യൂ. What about Adi? How many words have you completed?
5 sentences.
5? Okay, 5 complete ചെയ്തില്ലേ? അപ്പൊ നമുക്കൊന്ന് ആദ്യം സ്റ്റാർട്ട് ചെയ്യാം. Yes, Adi. You can read the word and the example. We will make it fast.
Slowly, I eat my breakfast slowly,
Oh,
heavily. Today rained heavily.
It rained heavily. Okay. Today it rained
Quickly,
heavily.
quickly, I wrote the exam quickly.
Oh.
Frequently, I frequently go to school by line bus. I rarely see my best friend Deva.
Very good, very good. Super. Okay. ഇതാണ് ഇങ്ങനെ വേണം എക്സാമ്പിൾസ് എഴുതാൻ. വളരെ റിയലിസ്റ്റിക് ആണ്, സിമ്പിൾ ആണ്, റിയലിസ്റ്റിക് ആണ്, അറ്റ് ദ സെയിം ടൈം പെർഫെക്റ്റ് യൂസേജും ആണ്. വെരി ഗുഡ്. അതിൽ മോനെ ഇറ്റ് റെയിൻഡ് ഹെവിലി, ഒരു ഇറ്റ് ഒന്ന് ആഡ് ചെയ്ത് ഹെവിലിയിലുള്ളത്. ഓക്കെ. ടുഡേ ഇറ്റ് റെയിൻഡ് ഹെവിലി. അതർവൈസ് വെരി ഗുഡ്. ഇഷാൻ ഡൺ?
No, ma'am.
ഓക്കെ. വാട്ട് അബൌട്ട് ഷബ്ന? എത്ര എണ്ണമായി മോളെ?
5.
5. അപ്പൊ മോള് വായിച്ചോളൂ വേഗം. ഇഷാൻ അപ്ലേക്കും കംപ്ലീറ്റ് ചെയ്യണേ. യെസ് ഷബ്ന, യു ക്യാൻ സ്റ്റാർട്ട് മോളെ.
Slowly, the old man walked slowly.
Very good. Next.
Heavily, it was raining heavily. Quickly, students wrote the exam quickly.
Okay.
Barely, she could barely walk after fall.
She could barely walk. Could വരുമ്പോ walk എന്നേ വരുള്ളൂ, walked എന്ന് വരില്ല. അപ്പൊ she could barely walk after
the fall.
After the park ആണോ?
Yes.
അപ്പൊ she could barely walk after the park. Okay, correct ആണ്. From the park എന്നാക്കിയാൽ കുറച്ചും കൂടെ ബെറ്റർ ആയിരിക്കും.
Okay. Strongly, he was strongly built and had good health.
He was strongly, കഴിഞ്ഞിട്ടുള്ള വേർഡ് മനസ്സിലായില്ല. Built. He was strongly built. P-U-I-L-T. അല്ലേ? He was strongly built. Okay. Last one.
Frequency, we frequency visit the batch.
We frequently visit the batch ആണ്.
Yes.
EATCH batch. Okay. Okay. Very good, Shabna. നല്ല attempt ആണ് കേട്ടോ. Very good. Yes, Ishan. നീയും കൂടെ ഉള്ളൂ. വേഗം.
Slowly.
അഭിനയൊക്കെ
Lion runs.
പറയും.
Lion runs slowly than cheetah.
Lion runs slowly. അല്ലേ? Lion runs.
He visits his parents frequently. The teacher clearly said that we do not absent in tomorrow's class.
We do not.
Absent in tomorrow's class.
We should not
B B
absent. We അല്ലേ WE അല്ലേ?
B B.
The teacher clearly said B കഴിഞ്ഞിട്ട് എന്താ?
The teacher clearly said that do not be absent in tomorrow's class.
Do not be absent for tomorrow's class. Okay. അല്ലെങ്കിൽ ഓൺ ഒന്നിൽ ഓൺ അല്ലെങ്കിൽ ഫോർ ഇന്നൊരിക്കലും നമ്മളൊരു ഡേയിന്റെ കൂടെ പറയില്ല. ഓക്കെ പിന്നെ
She honestly said that she didn't take the necklace.
She didn't take the
Necklace.
She didn't take the She honestly said that she didn't take the necklace. Okay.
The family seemed very happily.
The family seemed ആണോ?
Seemed.
The family seemed very happy എന്നേ പറയുള്ളൂ. അപ്പൊ അതിന് അപ്പൊ നമുക്ക് ഇങ്ങനെ ചെയ്യാം. The family looked happy. അവിടെയും happy എന്നേ വരുള്ളൂ. The family lived happily. The family lived happily. Okay, good attempt. Okay, പിന്നെ honestly അല്ല honestly ആണ്. Okay. എപ്പോഴും മറന്നു പോരുത്, H silent ആണ്. Okay. Okay students, it was a good session. According to me, it was a very good session. നിങ്ങൾ എക്സാമ്പിൾസ് ഒക്കെ നല്ലോണം പ്രാക്ടീസ് ചെയ്യാൻ തുടങ്ങി. ആ ഒരു കോൺഫിഡൻസ് നിങ്ങളിൽ കാണുന്നുണ്ട്. Good, keep going. So we will meet on next Sunday at 8 o'clock. So keep practicing. ഞാൻ വേണമെങ്കിൽ adverbsന്റെ PDF ഒന്ന് ഗ്രൂപ്പിൽ ഷെയർ ചെയ്യാം. I don't know whether I have shared it last week. Let me check. If not, I will share it today. Okay, guys? Fine. So thank you. Good night. Happy weekend. Bye-bye.